I think it's finally time to start planting. Now, if you watched one of the previous videos where we started our seeds indoors, which was super late, by the way, we should have started months before that. They didn't really do so hot. This lettuce here, you know, did okay. Majority of it really didn't do very well, and it's not getting the best light here. Now, since I did that, I managed to actually pick up some seed trays with like the peat, little peat balls or whatever they are, little tablets that swell when you add water, from Tractor Supply, and they're doing a lot better. Now, the other one that we did stick in the window, one of the first ones we started from the tomato plants, those are doing really well. So, and we have more tomato plants in here as well. So what I'm gonna do today is transplant these outside. If you watched the last video where we got the plow, I plowed the garden. Today, I actually managed to rototill that, level everything out, smooth it out. So now we have a really deep base, basically, for the roots to go down and everything. I still have to manage at some point to test the soil, and that's something that should have been done a while ago as well, but it is what it is. I'll do it here. So here we have all the stuff to begin planting, and some of this stuff probably won't get planted now, but we'll look at the pack if I have packs and just make sure that we're good. So we'll take those out. I doubt I'm gonna do anything with those, just for the simple fact that they kind of did terrible, but we are gonna transplant the other ones over there. I brought out a pen and paper as well, and what I'm gonna do is I'm basically gonna map out the garden, because once we plant seeds and stuff, this is gonna get really confusing. So it's definitely a good idea to map out the garden, draw it on here, put your rows in, and mark everything down. First thing we're gonna do, which we could have done a while ago, is plant our onions. And we'll probably just start somewhere back in there and just kind of go out through. Onions are planted all the way from back there to about right here. And I'm just gonna take some corn stalks and we'll shove it in the dirt, and that'll signify the end of that row, and we can start to plant something else there. And I got to make sure I write that down. It's time consuming. Planting your own food and produce is just, it's satisfying. So we got onions, tomatoes, and then I believe I did like a zucchini or a summer squash leading into a winter squash, and then this row up to there is a winter squash. And, or no, sorry, summer squash, then I believe summer squash to there, and then winter squash goes to the end. The next two rows are beets, and there was a lot of seeds. It's not as particular as placing the seeds by hand, but this Earthway seeder is what I usually use to, you know, sow the peas, sow my green beans, all kind of stuff like that. And again, it's not as, you know, particular and, you know, seed spacing and all that as compared to doing it by hand, but it gets it done a lot quicker. I would still be doing beets right now if it weren't for this. So I think we're going to do our beans this way as well, and our peas, and go from there. Got a lot to plant yet. So I think I got majority of what I kind of wanted to plant here anyway. I still have all the transplants that I didn't really do anything with, but I want to let them sit here for at least a little bit longer, a couple days maybe, kind of get used to being outside and let the roots establish a little bit more, because they're not, it was hard getting these tomato plants and everything out of there. So basically on our paper, here's what we got: onions, tomato, we got some squash, beets, green beans, peas, 2 rows of peas actually right now. I used everything that I had for that. Did some cucumbers and some watermelon, and that's kind of where we're at this far. I left pretty much that last corner. My rows started going super crooked, so that's kind of sucks a little, but whatever. Hopefully I have enough spacing between my rows. I tried to make sure that I did, because last year I had them way too close together. So I don't know, we'll see. But I have to allow room for all these transplants. We got the broccoli, the cauliflower, the lettuce. I think peppers are in there as well. So I have to allow room for that. And that stuff's gonna go up there. I don't think I'm gonna get any sweet corn in down here. But again, once I get all this stuff planted, then we can kind of decide from there what we want to do and what else we want to plant. So that's gonna do it. Until the next video, be sure to subscribe. We got more stuff to plant coming soon. We got all them other fields up on the other land. So hope you guys enjoyed. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.